Hi everyone, my name is Tyler. Thank you so much for joining me. If you don't know who I am a person, a lover of books and knitting and crocheting and making overall crafts and playing The Sims and just overall embracing my inner child. And that is what this corner of the internet is. So if you enjoy those things, thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I thought that I would show everyone the things that I have crafted over the past, I'll say half a year to a year, and that includes knitting and crocheting right now. I have really been in my crochet bag, and I taught myself how to knit watching other people make videos on them, teaching other people how to knit, and also learning how to knit themselves. A majority of the items that I'm going to show you today are crochet, but I am trying to incorporate knitting into everything. Before, my niche was just, crochet quick items like hats and bags and stuff like that, but I'm trying to get into the habit of making bigger garments for myself, which I'm very excited and very glad that I'm learning how to do. But also I feel like knitting is one of those things that I never really thought of as like a very meditative and relaxing craft to do. So that is my 2022 resolution that I'm actually doing pretty well at. So I'm going to show you the things that I made, plus some work in progresses, and some other little things that I've been making over the past however many months. So let's just get into it. So I'm going to show you the work in progresses that I have so far because it's only 2 of these, and I'm just, rather get them out of the way so we can actually see the really finished pieces that I'm very proud of. But the first thing that I have, also some of these are patterns from myself, and then some of these are patterns from other people, so I'll make sure to link them down below, and so that you can check them out if you'd like to purchase them or learn how to do them. Also, I have a couple in here, or a few in here actually, that are free patterns, so you don't have to do a paywall or anything to learn how to make these garments. But the first thing that I have is this front piece of a sweater vest that I'm working on. I believe it's Megan Faith Makes, I believe, or if it's not, I will definitely correct that in the description and in the captions. But this is a sweater vest. As you can tell, I have the front piece done and the bottom piece is actually in my little stash box. It is a V-neck sweater vest that I'm very excited to finish up and wear. Just the prettiest color. It is actually so super soft and comfy, and I really like it, and I'm very excited to see this come together. I just have to set aside the time to finish it up. The second piece that I have, which is actually something that I created myself based off of measurements from other knitting patterns that I have done that are also work in progresses, but I'm not in a hurry to finish them. I think they're past their season with me being interested in finishing them, so maybe once it gets colder I might finish them up. But I decided to take some measurements from that as far as how wide I wanted to make it and how big I wanted to make it, and I made myself this little tank top. Now, as you can see, it is not blocked at all. It's not finished. That's why I say it's a work in progress, because there are some things that I want to tweak with it. For example, I think the V-neck is just a little bit too low for the reasons that I would want to wear this out. Now, if I were to wear this, which is what I planned on making, is this top and then a matching pair of shorts to wear to lounge. But I feel like with both of those reasons, I just made the V-neck a little bit too plunging. So I am going to go and, kind of sew it together so that it's not too deep, I guess, of a V-cut. V-neck. I'm gonna obviously weave these ends in and block it, and at some point make these shorts. I think I've just very burnt out of seeing this yellow, as I have been working on it for a very long time. So seeing this yellow and knowing that I want to make shorts with it, it's just not on my list of priorities. I'm not excited to do it. So it is a work in progress. It will be done before the year is over. It is July, so we shall see what happens. But I do really like it. It is super soft. It was very fun to make. I just, neurodivergent, autism brain just makes me not want to see that color anymore. Next 2 items that I have are actually 2 of my 3 free patterns that I found. I found these from a YouTuber. I can't remember their name right now, but I will of course find them and put them down below. But this is like a cropped, crop tank. I'm gonna try all of these items on because it's very hard to see what this is fully without it being on. So I am of course going to try these on and you'll see what they look like. But it was very fun to make. I think this was my first thing that I made when I started crocheting again and just wanted to kind of get a feel for making a garment before, you know, diving into the other things that I've made. But it is very cute. I have worn it a couple times out and I do like it. I like it more when it's a little bit cooler so I can like layer it with the jacket or with another sweater. But it's very cute, very pretty red color. Very happy with this. And also from the same creator is another crop top, which I notice is not fully weaved in, and I think the times when I have worn this, I have definitely just tucked them in and just have gone about my day. But it has a drawstring just like the other, you know, to make it a little bit tighter around your chest. And also, I didn't show in the other one, but you can see it better on this one. Drawstrings on the back to tighten it up. It's very cute. Ruffle kind of sleeves, if you want to call these sleeves. Ruffle sleeves, very cute. I love this color green. This is my favorite color green. As you can tell, my walls are this green behind me. I love it. Next, this is the first like big crochet garment that I have ever made with my own pattern that I'm very excited for. I did initially have this on my site to sell, but since it didn't sell and I'm kind of emotionally attached to it, I'm keeping it. But it is my Coraline inspired sweater vest and I think it's so cute. Coraline is one of my favorite movies I have ever seen in my entire life. It is such a good movie. So I have this color that kind of represents the tunnel that Coraline goes into the other mother's world. The yellow obviously for her rain jacket, the light blue, the dark blue for her hair, and then the black obviously because black really ties it all together. And I just love this, and I made this without a pattern. I probably could have made it in a more simple way, but I was just taking things that I had already learned. If there are any takeaways from this, I would definitely make it longer. It is not long enough, as you can see. Not ideal for me. As someone who values comfort over clothes, I find myself when I was trying this on for like photos and things like that, really pulling it down a whole bunch. And granted, the little band that goes around is like longer, but I could have just made the whole entire piece like 2-3 inches longer and it would have fit comfortably. But this is my baby and I love it. So cute. Now I want to watch Coraline. This is a piece from an amazing creator who makes free crochet patterns over on their blog and their Instagram, and their name is Hey Hey Crochet, I believe. This is I believe it's the Strawberry Fields crochet sweater vest. It is so beautiful. I actually made this fairly quickly. I'll say maybe 2.5 days, and then the whole project was finished and I was just like, I can't believe I made it that quickly. I love this. I wear this all the time, and especially once it gets cooler because it is very hot at the end of July. I'm very much so ready for fall. I'm over the heat. I cannot wait to wear this layered over like a long sleeve black shirt. Oh my God, I can't wait. It is very beautiful. Like I said, I worked it up very quickly, 2.5 days. I think that's the quickest I've ever made a full garment piece before. But I love it. It is so comfy, so nice, and you can get this pattern for free, as well as other patterns on her or their website, and I will make sure to link it below. So this is a piece that I'm super excited to show because I just finished making this. This is a pattern that I use all by myself. I feel very much grown up big kid for making my own little pattern. So this is the sweater that I have spent the past like couple of days working on. I'm not sure what it is about sweater vests, but I can easily just work these up in a couple of days. Very exciting. But I made this with my own pattern. I kind of took some things from a Coraline sweater vest and I was like, okay, let me make it a better fit. Let me make it longer. Let me make it comfier. And I came up with this sweater vest that has no name yet. It is super nice. I really love these colors together. And also on the back, it is green and it's like inverted, like with the stripes of the colors. I love that. Essentially, this was a knitted sweater that I was kind of working on, but I actually used the wrong size needle, and so I only had enough yarn for the front panel. And I was like, it's sitting in my closet. It's been months, like since probably the beginning of the year. And I was like, let me take this apart and just make something with it. And I had enough, and I actually still have more yarn. Now, obviously not enough to make a whole other of these. But yeah, I have this. Oh my God, let me find that actually. Let me find that hat, hold on. The piece that I was looking for is actually this bucket hat that I made. I forgot that I made this bucket hat with the same colors that were in there, obviously minus the green. I freaking love it. I can't put it on now because I have on my scarf, but yeah, dude, it matches it so well. It's so cute. I love this. These color combos are very nice, very aesthetically pleasing to my eye. So now I got a full outfit, a full matchy-match outfit to wear when it gets cold. I love that. While we're on the case of hats, I might as well show you another hat that I've made. I have multiple ones of these, so this is the only one that I could find. I think everything else is in my closet. But I also make, you know, striped bucket hats as well. I actually make these out of the Lily Sugar and Cream yarn. I make these out of that because it has just a very nice like self-striping. Use the Lily Sugar and Cream yarn because it has a very beautiful self-striping, as you can see. I love it. I actually do want to make a pattern for these. I like the way that I make these bucket hats. So that is something that is definitely on the list of things to make. Coming soon, folks. I got 2 more pieces, and these absolutely are my most favorite. I'm sorry, but I love them. And they're also my biggest garments that I've ever made. And I'm very excited to show you. So this is the, I believe, the picnic cardigan from CrochetBao on Instagram. And it is a strawberry lover's dream. I decided to go with the same colors that CrochetBao used. And then I also decided to add like a very nice creamy brown into the mix, give it a nice little dimension, different color way. I really like it. I wear this anytime it's cold. Sadly, it is not cold right now. If you can't tell, I hate being hot. I hate the summer. But once it gets to fall and winter, oh, I'm bringing this here baby out. Oh, I love it. The last big garment, which is something that I made with my own pattern, is my berries and cream sweater. I love, and you want to know what I specifically love about this, is I love how I did these sleeves. I have to make a like bomber coat, sweater, whatever, with this pattern, not just for the sleeves, but for the entire thing, because it is so thick and warm and squishy. And if it wasn't 80-something degrees in my room right now, I would put this on. And it is just, oh, I love it so much. So that is also something I'm working on. I also did it for the like collar, which I really like. I just love how this turned out. It is everything. I think the next time I make this, I won't do it with the crochet checkers. It's, you know, it's a lot of work to do checkers and make sure that, you know, you've counted everything right and stuff like that. And I'm not that good at math. So I think the next time I make this, I'm gonna just make it fully with the same stitching for the whole body of it. Not make it as a sweater, but make it as a cardigan, I think. Or like I said, like a pullover would be nice too. I think that's it. That's it. That's everything. I have some projects that I'm working on right now for other people, as well as for myself. And they are just either going to be completely scrapped or they're just not finished yet. And I'd rather show it a different time. But that's it. I appreciate you so much for joining me for a little bit and seeing the things that I've made. And I'm so excited to do a recap of everything at the end of the year, which is my goal. I want to do this like every 6 months or so and just show everything that I've made from now till then, because there are endless possibilities on the things that I could be making. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you stay creative as well. I will have other videos related to, like I said, reading, because I do love to read, as well as art arts and crocheting and just overall being a creative person. And like I said, embracing my inner child. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.